This week, my friend Irene taught me how to make artisan self-rising bread. I'd never done it before. I assembled all of the ingredients. We did this by Zoom, by the way. And so I had everything she requested. I had the bowl, I had the spatula, I had the parchment paper, one of the requirements, a shower cap, which I thought was rather charming. This is for going over the bowl while the dough is rising. So I had that, the Dutch oven. And so she walked me through the first part of the process, and because I wanted it to be unique and different, I added chocolate chips and chopped walnuts, and then it rose for 18 hours, and then it baked. Well, because I think of all the ingredients that I added, it really didn't get much of a chance to rise. And when I baked it, it ended up being very dense, a little tasty, but not that much. So I decided to do it again, and so I did. Then the very next day, I put together all of the ingredients, which were very simple: water and yeast and salt and flour, and mixed it all together, put it in the bowl, put the shower cap over the top, put it in the oven for 18 hours. The next day, then I put that in the Dutch oven and let it bake. And out came this beautiful, delicious rosemary bread that was absolutely wonderful. And as I was looking at that artisan bread, I got to thinking, you know, that's a wonderful metaphor for the work that I do with storytelling, helping leaders to discover and handcraft and deliver their authentic stories for impact. Because even though we use some basic elements, the water, the yeast, the flour, the way the dough came out, the finished loaf, was unique. There will never be another one exactly like it. And that's really true about our stories, that there is that universal component of the stories that we're telling, but the experience, the story itself, is unique to each and every individual. That is what makes our stories so compelling and inviting, because we can get the unique story from someone, and yet we can see ourselves and discover our own stories within that framework, which is what makes it so connecting and so binding and so necessary. And so looking at my artisan bread, I'm thinking, okay, what about the next loaf? What is that going to be like? Just like working with the next client, being their guide, helping to bring those experiences forward so that we can all benefit from the wisdom that they have. Artisan bread, artisan storytelling, it's a perfect match.